Joy awaits. Consider what's taking shape, not just in your life, but all around. Something arises before you now, begging a curious angle of introspection. In your quest for a grand and glorious kingdom, have you overlooked a cosmic realignment, or are you making darn sure you get your point across in no uncertain terms? Archive old subjects and reestablish your perspective. A positive attitude, and maybe a pep talk, can be the best way to succeed with what you've been destined to do. Distant shores are beckoning. Within, you make the last-minute checks around to ensure you haven't forgotten anything. Within, you feel departure nearing. You've prepared for this trip, scouted out the best deals, made sure you've said what needed to be said to those who have awaited your words. If you haven't yet, and the opportunity to do so has come and gone, say them through that spiritual ethernet through which your souls are in communication, and log off. For now, at least, you can consider this conversation to have come to the point of letting it go. Ahead of you are new thoughts to ponder, new conversations to enter into, as yet in the shimmering distance, but coming unmistakably into view. As you await what you feel inevitably opening as the next phase of your journey, give a good long look at what it offers. Are you prepared to greet it as a grand evolutionary step for which you have well prepared yourself, or are you yet clinging to the stake you have firmly planted in the here and now, the familiar, the claimed territory? Your sacred self is awaiting an answer and is ready to move. Attune to this. Clarity is coming, but it has not yet shown in full force upon your mind. While the various components of a new outlook settle into place, the cosmic kaleidoscope traces out the edges of a design. Ever turning, is it gaining coherence? This remains to be seen. It largely depends on your ability to allow your vision to come into focus. A new angle of parallax now presents itself, asking you to rearrange your own position in accord with the lay of the land. Reassessment requires a new accounting of circumstance. Where have you, in fact, gained? Where have you been witnessing, from your vantage point, a deficit? Take a fresh look, rub the sleep from your eyes, dare yourself to wake up from your waking dream-turned nightmare. You are at the edge of perspective. Pushing yourself over it into what harbors uncertainty requires you to be the brave soldier, the inimitable adventurer, and the trusting child of God all wrapped up into one. If you can manage that, you'll find yourself in a place where long shadows have little room to make the path appear dodgy. However, there will be less space for you to stow your tricks of self-deception, even if that's the tiniest thread of doubt. You really need to consider getting into a fresh perspective with the source of lucidity. Obsession with an absent figure of power and authority has clouded your own path to righteous authenticity. Take a look around and see where you've dodged the invitation to sit in the driver's seat of your own road trip to glory. How many detours have you taken? How many habitual turns from the main road to gain what has turned out to be, for all appearances, a wild goose chase? You're not to be blamed if you've gone off the beaten path. In fact, it's led you to where you are now, facing the possibility of absolute liberation from a picture of who you are that doesn't fit who you're meant to be. All of this is in your hands, increasingly dogging for your attention. What are you going to do next to put yourself on the track to absolute authority over your definition of life's meaning and your position therein? You have a responsibility to bring into form that potential you've been given. The time approaches for you to present that to the world without feelings of incapacity or overstepping your rightful place. The way to more comfortably do what you need to do is to expand your understanding of who you are. Do this without encroaching on another's space, with a sense of blending harmonies to a higher overtone, and you'll feel a surge of power untainted by force of will. It might be a challenge to settle into such dynamics, but it is the sure way to success. This week's contemplation from the pages of Opalescence. Nemesis work is all coming together, all the loose ends tied up and casting off the remnants of thread to use in another weave. But first she reassesses the situation for the heroes. Length of Nemesis service is dependent on how much one is willing to open up in the face of slavery, torture, and name-calling. Each is an opportunity for Nemesis to enter in, to normalize the present, to a future of harmonic resolution. Thank you for listening. If you like this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with all the new videos that come out. I thank you all for your kind support, and if you are interested in helping this channel along, please visit coffee.com/divine9, where you can buy a coffee or subscribe for monthly support. Everything's greatly appreciated and helps extend the mission of the League of Light. Please visit me at ninespath.com and explore all of the books and videos and writings and drawings that the League of Light has transmitted through me, and be ready to change your world. Until next time, have a great week.